Hi everyone, here is Ricardo Vargas and this is the 5 Minutes Podcast. Today I want to talk about something we rarely discuss in project management, but that affects almost every single project. Anxiety. Not the kind of risk we put in a register, not something you quantify with probability and impact, but it's something much more subtle and something much more dangerous. Anxiety inside project environment is a big issue. Many projects today, they operate under a constant sense of urgency. Everything we do is critical, everything is a priority, everything needs to be delivered fast. And over time, this creates a culture where people are not working with clarity. They are reacting under pressure. And when anxiety takes over, something very important changes. People stop making good decisions. They start making fast decisions. And fast is not always better. Under anxiety, teams avoid difficult conversations. They say yes when they should say no. They escalate less, not more, because escalation feels like failure. And even worse, they begin to confuse activity with progress. They move, they shake waters, they produce, they attend meetings, but the project is not really advancing. Another impact of anxiety is risk blindness. When people are overwhelmed, they don't see risk more clearly. They see less. They ignore signals. They postpone problems because dealing with them require energy they don't feel they have. And here is the paradox. The more anxious the project becomes, the more control organizations trying to impose. More reports, more meetings, more pressure. But that only increases the anxiety even further. It's like a loop. So what can we do? First, we need to recognize that anxiety is real. And it's not weakness. It's a systemic effect on how the project is being managed. The second thing is slow down decisions when needed. Not everything you do, not every single decision you make is urgent. Creating moments of pause can actually accelerate the project in the long run. The third, create psychological safety. People need to feel safe to raise issues early, without fear, without blaming. And finally, be very careful with artificial urgency, because when everything is urgent, nothing is truly important. At the end of the day, projects are not only about processes, tools, and deliverables. They are about people. And people under constant pressure do not perform better. They perform differently, and often they perform worse. Think about that. I hope you enjoyed this episode and see you next week with another 5 Minutes Podcast.